Greetings. In this video, I'm going to help you bypass any password on any laptop PC or a desktop. It doesn't matter which one, and it doesn't matter which brand. It could be an HP, a Dell, a Sony, Gateway, Lenovo, Alienware. It doesn't matter. Whatever laptop that you have, I'm going to help you bypass the password, as long as it's Windows based. Now, just a little disclaimer, when you do bypass the password, you're going to be reinstalling the operating system directly from the hard drive. So basically you're going to do a couple of commands at the beginning, depending on which laptop that you have or desktop that you have, and then that command will help you start the refresh process to put the operating system back onto the computer. Because as you know, hard drives has the operating system fresh, like it was out of the box, already in it, and it doesn't matter if it's an SSD or a SATA, regardless of whatever computer that you have. Now, you will not be able to retrieve your pictures, your photos, your browsing history, anything that's on the computer. So basically, you're putting it back to out of the box state. But most people would want that because they want access to their computer again because they forgot the password. Now, before I go any further, up here, I want you to hit the subscribe button. And the reason this is very important that you hit the subscribe button up here is because belief is probably 9/10 of this. If you believe that you can be able to bypass your password and get into your computer, then you're almost 90% there. So you can't have any skepticism that what I'm about to say will help you get into a computer and to restart it and to use it fresh all over again. So make sure you subscribe. That shows that you have belief in what I'm about to say. Okay, so without further ado, I'm going to put a timestamp in the description so you can just click on the exact link to where you want to go to get to your specific model computer. Alright, thanks so much for watching. Greetings. In this video, I'm going to show you how to do a full reinstallation of any Asus laptop computer. So basically, you want to put it into the out-of-box state that it was in when you purchased it, where it just has Windows 11, Windows 10, or 8, or 7, or whatever operating system you have on it. This particular Asus is a gaming laptop, but again, it'll work with any Asus. So I'm going to show you two methods. The first method is if you're inside Windows and you want to reinstall Windows from the Windows homepage. Second option I'll show you is to do it from the login screen of Asus, as soon as you turn the computer on. And then the third option I'm going to show you is directly a hard reset when the computer's off, and show you how to prompt to the startup to where you can go into the BIOS and to the resetting of the PC. Alright, so from here, what you're going to want to do, if you're in Windows, go to the bottom left here where you can go to search and you can type in reset this PC. It'll usually be to the right of the startup, the Windows icon key here. So what you're going to do is type in reset this PC right here. And then from this screen, you're going to click on open. And then from here it says recovery, reset this PC. If your PC isn't running well, resetting it might help. So click on get started. You have the option to do the cloud or local reinstall. Reinstall Windows from this device. So go ahead and click on that. And then it's going to take you to this screen. Now, this setting here, current settings, it'll reinstall Windows with this device, but it'll keep your current files. If you want to have it a clean out-of-box state to like you purchased it, do change settings. It'll give you the option to go ahead and change that. Then click next. Ready to reset this PC. Resetting will change settings, keep personal files, reinstall Windows from this device, and remove all apps and programs. And then you click reset and it'll start the process. It takes usually 40 minutes. Make sure your Asus is plugged in. Now if you want to do it from the login screen of Asus, it's pretty easy to do. So from here, what you're going to do is you're going to hold down the shift button, SHIFT, and some Asuses it might say SHF. It's usually in two places of the keyboard. While you hold down the shift key, you're going to hover over the power key. Now remember, we're on the login screen here where you'd put your password. Hover where it's got the power, click, and you might have to click on it. And then what you're going to do is, while holding down the shift key, you're going to click restart. And then what that's going to do, it's going to prompt you
to choose an option, and then you know when you're here, you're good. So what you're going to do is go to Troubleshoot, Reset Your PC, or See Advanced option right here. Click on that. And then from here, you're going to reset this PC. And then this gives you the option, like I was telling you earlier, where you can keep your files or you can just remove everything. So this computer is kind of running a little bit sloppy. It might be corrupted or a virus. So I would choose remove everything. And it'll do everything other than the operating system. You will have your operating system. Okay, so that's all you have to do. Now, if you want to do a hard reset from startup on Asus laptops, you have your computer completely off. Start it up, and then what you're going to do is you're going to click F9. I got it right here highlighted. Like crazy at startup. Bam, 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 over and over again. At startup. And so what that's going to do, it's going to key and hopefully catch to where it'll take you back to this screen. And if it does, then you know you're good. You might want to try just holding down F9 one time. Power it off, force it down, hold down F9. Or you might have to try it in a couple of times. If you tried all those methods and it doesn't work, there might be something wrong with your hard drive. It might be corrupted or broken or slow. You might have to just get another you might just have to get another hard drive to put in there, and then you'll have to reinstall Windows on that new hard drive. Okay, in this video we're going to show you how to do a full factory restore reset on any Toshiba computer, laptop. This one is an A50 to be exact, but again it'll work with any model number, whether that be a satellite or a Tecra. This one's got Windows 8, but it'll work with Windows 10, Windows 7, and even XP and Vista. So what you're going to do is you're going to turn it on, power it on, and you want to make sure you have it plugged in. And when you power it on, you want to tap or hold down the zero button here as you're turning it on. So I'm holding down the 0. Alright, and then immediately it's going to take you to the hard drive partition. The hard drive recovery process has been selected. Please choose yes. And I'll hit enter. And of course you want to do this to get it back to factory state, you know, how it came out of the box. Again, it's going to wipe out all your videos, all your pictures, and just give you with the raw operating system that it was originally put on it. So if you have pictures or videos, you'll want to get that off first. If you can't do it, hopefully you have a recovery image, or you'll have to get your hard drive repaired, which is not easy. And it takes a few seconds. Choose your computer layout. We're in the US here. And it gives you some options here. Now you can use this device as if you already did do a recovery image when you created or when you first got the computer. But what you're going to do with us, if you're going to do a full factory, you're going to go to Troubleshoot, click that, and reset your PC. If you want to remove all your files, you can reset your PC completely, and you hit enter. And it says here's what will happen. All your personal files and apps will be removed. Your PC settings will be changed back through to the default. And you click next. And that's pretty much it. That takes about 30 minutes. And if you get connected online while you're doing it, like on your Wi-Fi or whatever, it'll download all the Windows updates that you don't have on the hard drive itself with that. Welcome. In this video, I'm going to show you how to do a full factory restore reset on any Alienware laptop computer. And this, the newer models are Windows 10, Windows 11, but this will work with the older version of Windows like 7 and 8, etc. As many of you may know, Dell actually bought out Alienware. It's been about 10 or 15 years ago. So the way the reset works in Windows is almost similar to Dell as far as Alienware goes. So it's pretty similar. I'm going to show you two different ways to do a hard reset, factory restore. First one is from the login window, and then the second one will be a hard reset from startup. So without any further ado, when you get to the login screen, after you restart it, you see here the power button right down here. If you hover over it, it gives you some options. So what I want you to do is I want you to hold down the shift button, and that's of course what the shift button looks like on your Alienware laptop. Hold it down, and as you're holding it down, hover over the power and then hover where it says reset and then click on reset, and then it'll give you a warning sign. Hey, you sure you want to do this? But go ahead and click yes, and then from there it's going to take you right here. It's going to take you to this screen. Choose an option. Now on the Alienware's troubleshoot may be here, but it also may be in the center. You're just basically looking for troubleshoot, and then what you're going to do is choose troubleshoot. And then from here, you're going to click Reset This PC right here under Troubleshoot. And then you have an option to keep my files or remove everything. And what I'm going to do is do a full factory restore. So I'm going to choose Remove Everything. Now remember, that's going to wipe out all your personal information, your videos, your photos, your browsing history, any new games that you have on it. It's going to wipe it out. And it's just going to put Windows, the version that it came with, back on to the laptop. Okay, and then when you choose that, it'll go fully clean drive right there. Now on this part where it says reset this PC, one of the options actually may be just to install locally. You'll see it'll basically say local. Choose that one, local, because what that means is it's going to actually use the hard drive that's in the laptop that has the recovery on the hard drive, and so, or the SSD drive, and then that's where it's going to come from. And then from there, you have the two choices. If you want to keep your files, you can. Just click Restore My PC. Just remove my files, rather, if you just want to keep your files. But if you want to do a full factory reset, that's where we do is we click on here. Okay, and then it's going to take you to the screen. It says Reset This PC. Are you ready to reset this device? This can't be undone. It's giving you final warning, and then you hit reset. Make sure it's plugged up. It'll take about 45 minutes to do a fresh install. Now, if you want to do it with the computer completely off, you can. And just like the Dells, when you turn it on, you're going to tap the F12 button multiple times. Pap, 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 pap. If it doesn't work the first time, hold down the F12. Now this version works more with the older Dell laptops with Windows 7 and Windows 8, but it should still work with the newer Alienware computers. So just hold down the F12 key, and it's right here, F12. So you want to hold that down or just keep tapping it upon startup. And if it catches, then it comes back over here to choose an option, then you know you're golden. And then you just go through the whole process and then restart your, do a full factory reset on your Alienware.
In this video, I'm going to show you how to do a full factory reset on any HP computer desktop. This particular model is an HP Envy, but again, it'll work with any HP desktop and laptops for that matter. So what you want to do is have your HP completely shut down, power it off. And what you're going to do is you're going to power it back on, and then when you do that, you're going to tap the F11 key. That's F as in Frank 11 on your keyboard. So let's go ahead and do that. Power on, F11, and do it several times. Just tap it. If that doesn't work, you want to hold it F11 down. You might have to try 2 or 3 times to get it to catch, to go into this particular part of the partition on the hard drive. When you see this please wait scrolling there on the bottom, you'll know that you're on the right track, because that'll go to this partition on the hard drive. Alright, now so it says choose an option, and what you want to do from here is go to troubleshoot, okay. You could either reset this PC, let you choose to keep or remove your personal files and then reinstall Windows, recovery, or advanced options. If you want to do a full complete factory restore,
you want to hit reset this PC. Now, from here, once you choose this, remember you can't go back. It takes about 30 minutes. You keep the computer plugged in. And what it's going to do is going to bring your computer back to factory settings from when you purchased it out of the box. It'll remove all your pictures, photos, videos, web history, all that stuff. And then you'll be starting with a fresh computer. Some people will do this if they want to resell their computer, or if they want to get rid of a virus. This is for Windows 10, but it should, like I said, work with Windows 8 and 7 as well, and with desktops and laptops. So remove apps and settings and keep your personal files. We don't want that. We want to remove everything. Remove all your personal files, apps, and settings. Okay, how would you like to reinstall Windows? If your connection is metered, charged, may apply. Cloud downloads. So we're not going to do cloud download. We're going to do local reinstall. Okay, so from here you can just remove files, which you're not going to do. Or rather, just remove my files. Use this if you're keeping your PC. Or second one would be fully clean the drive. Use this if you're recycle the PC. This can take several hours. So you're not going to do that because you want to keep the operating system. If you choose this one, that means you got a blank hard drive. You don't want that. You just want to remove the files and make it a clean PC. So what we're going to do is we're going to click that next, and then that should get you on the road to a full factory reinstall HP. I hope that helped. If you have any questions or comments, please put it in the description or in the comment section below, and also subscribe. Greetings. In this video, I'm going to show you how to do a full factory restore reset of any Sony Vaio laptop. This particular model is a Vaio Z. It's one of the newer ones with Windows 10/11. But this video will help you with the older ones from like the 2010 models, like the Windows 7s, the Vistas, and Windows 8. That's usually a little bit later on in this video. So I'm going to show you three different methods. First one's going to be directly from the home screen, Windows home screen, when you have it powered on and everything. Second method I'm going to show you how to do is directly from the login screen. And then the third and last method I'm going to show you when it's completely powered down. And that's usually better for the older models, you know, from like 2010, 11, so on and so forth. So when you're if you got Windows 10, Windows 11, and you're on the home screen, what you're going to do here is on the very bottom left here, you know, where you have all your icons and stuff. Right here to the right of the Windows logo is a little thing where you can type things. Type here to search. So here I want you to type in settings. S-E-T-T-I-N-G-S. Go ahead and type settings. And then you're going to choose settings as your option. It's going to take you to this screen. From here I want you to choose update and security. Now right here, you want to click on recovery, which is right here. I know I got this marked in red for check for updates, but you want to choose recovery. Alright, if you accidentally hit check for updates, you can hit the backspace and go back to recovery. So go to recovery, and then it's going to go to the reset this PC screen. And from here what you want to do is you want to go under advanced startup, and you're going to choose restart now. So go ahead and choose that. It's going to restart the computer, and it's going to eventually take you to this screen where it's choose an option. Okay, from here, what you want to do is choose troubleshoot. And then under troubleshoot it says reset this PC or advanced option. You want to choose reset this PC. Now keep in mind this is a full factory restore. So it's going to wipe out all your pictures, your videos, your browsing history, any new apps that you put on it. It's going to be like you pulled it out of the box, brand new, and it's got Windows and whatever came with the operating system. So basically pulls that out of your hard drive. And so it will wipe out everything else other than the operating system. So click reset this PC. And remember when I told you can that it removes everything? That's what this does. If you did want to keep a file, you can do that where it's got your photos and stuff. You can choose keep my files. But if you got like a virus or something, I'd highly recommend you do remove everything. Okay, that's going to take about 45 minutes. Just make sure you have it plugged in. And that's the first way to reset a Sony Vaio computer. Okay, next one is you're going to do it directly from the login screen. So I'm sure you recognize this where you put in your password. So under here, you don't even have to bother putting a password. What you're going to have to do is hold down the Shift button, S-H-I-F-T, and there's 2 shifts on your keyboard. Hold down the Shift while hovering over the power here and click on the power. And when you click on the power, choose Restart. Or if it gives you the option to reset, choose Reset. But it should either restart or reset. Go ahead and click it, and then it's going to take you to this screen. It'll restart, and it'll take you to the Vaio Care Rescue part. And what you want to do is you want to choose Start Recovery Wizard. Choose that. It says, do you need to rescue your data? Rescue. Okay, now this is very important before you click on anything. Rescuing your data is recommended because all files. I have this circle, but you don't want to choose this. You want to choose Skip Rescue right here. Because Skip Rescue will take you into recovery. This here is like other options. So click on Skip Rescue. And it says, are you sure you want to start recovery? When you are ready to start recovery, connect AC power cord, etc. All files will be deleted after recovery, and this process cannot be canceled once started. And then you click on here, yes, I'm sure. And then you click on Start Recovery, which is down here. And then that will start the whole recovery process. Again, it takes about 45 minutes. Okay, now for the older laptops, but you should still be able to do it even with the newer ones. Completely shut your computer down, your Sony Vaio down, plug it in. And when you start up, I want you to try just tapping F10. You see it right here? Tap, 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 tap at startup. If it doesn't work, hold down F10 when at startup. And you should start seeing a spinning wheel that will take you to the recovery manager that I showed you earlier. If for whatever reason that doesn't work, hold down the Alt button, A-L-T. Hold it down and then hit the F10. So hold down Alt and then hit F10. Pap, 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 pap. And then that should recover you and get you into the recovery process of Sony Vaio. Welcome. In this quick video, I'm going to show you how to do a full factory restore reset on any Samsung Galaxy Book laptop computer. And these are the newer models made from 2019 and 2022 all the way up. And if you have an older laptop that's got Windows 7 or 8 or whatever, I'll explain how to recover those a little bit later on in this video. But for now, it's all the Windows 10, 11 new model Galaxy laptop books. So I'm going to show you a couple of different processes, actually 3 for the Samsung Galaxy Book. First one is going to be inside of Windows while you're on the home screen. Second one will be from the login screen, and the third option will be a hard reset when it's completely powered off. Okay, so without any further ado, while you're at the home screen for Windows, go to the hover around the bottom left here, and you'll see like a search thing here where you can type. It's usually to the right of the Microsoft logo. And then what I want you to do is type in recovery, R-E-C-O-V-E-R, recovery right here. And when you do that, it's going to bring up a little white screen here, and on the very top it's going to say recovery. And I want you to hit recovery. And then it's going to take you to this little screen here, Samsung recovery. So you're going to choose this first option, computer factory reset. And it's going to wipe out all your personal information, your browser history, any new apps that you have on it, photos, videos, and all that. So hopefully you have that backed up. Alright, so you're going to choose that. And then finally you're going to get here, it's going to show you the version of Windows that you have. This one is a Pro. And it's going to remind you, what you're doing. And then right here you're going to click on Start Factory Reset. And then that's going to start the whole process. Just make sure you have it plugged in. It usually takes about 45 minutes. And then you'll be good. It'll be out of the box state. Now, if you want to be able to do it directly from like the login screen, that's pretty easy to do as well. So you restart your Samsung Galaxy. And when you get to this home screen here, you're going to see right here, you're going to see a little power button. My screen's kind of hiding it a little bit, but you'll see it right down here on the bottom right at the login screen, a little power button. Now what you're going to do here is you're going to hold down two shift buttons. You've got two shift buttons on your laptop. Shift and shift. You're going to hold both of them down at the same time. If you have a tablet, you have that option of the tablet to make it to where it can hold down the both shifts. And as you're holding down both shift buttons simultaneously at the same time, you're going to hover over the power and then click restart. And then restart is going to take you to this screen right here. And that's where you want to be. And that's going to start the recovery process. So we'll go ahead and talk about what you do from here. Choose an option. What you're going to do is you want to choose troubleshoot. And then you're going to choose reset this PC. And then it gives you two options. Keep my files or remove everything. And like I said earlier, I would want to remove everything because I got a virus on my computer. I want to remove everything. And then again, that would take 45 minutes to do so. Now, if you want to do it directly from startup, there's a couple of things that you can do. When you start up, hold down, and you've got it completely powered off and plugged in. You're going to hold down the F4 key and then start tapping the F7 key multiple times. So tap, 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 tap. If that doesn't work, you might want to reverse it, hold down the F7 and then tap F4, or maybe tap them both at the same time. And hopefully that would make it catch to where you can get back to this screen and start up. If for whatever reason that doesn't work, completely have it powered on, power it off, and power it back on, and then hit F11 multiple times. This is usually for the older laptops, the Windows 7s, the Vistas, and all that. But it will work on Galaxy. It should, Galaxy Book. You tap multiple times. Tap, 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 tap. Greetings. In this video, I'm going to show you how to do a full factory restore reset on any MSI laptop or desktop computer. This particular one is an MSI gaming laptop. It's fairly expensive. And so what this method will do is it will put it back to out-of-the-box state when you first purchased it and you took it home. So this particular one's got Windows 10, but it'll work with Windows 11, 8, 7, whatever version was on MSI, your MSI computer when you first bought it. And so I want to show you two methods. The very first method I want to show you is if you can get into Windows and you're on the home screen. I want to show you how to do a full factory restore from there. And then the second part of this video, I want to show you how to do it when it's completely turned off and you're restarting it and you want to prompt BIOS to start the whole recovery process. Okay, without further ado, if you're in the computer right now, you're on the Windows 10 home screen or whatever operating system, you're going to hover down here to the left, right where my picture is, and you're going to go right to where it has search down here. And right here, what you want to do is you want to type in settings right here. And it should bring up a thing on here to where you can go into system. If that doesn't work, what you can do is you can hover over the Microsoft logo and then scroll up to where you can go to settings. And then once you go into settings, what you're going to do is go to system. So system will be over here to the left, and it gives you all these different options for your system, for your MSI. And what you want to do is you're going to scroll down all the way down to where you get to recovery. You see that right here? So you're going to click on recovery, and it's going to take you here. And what you're going to want to do is you're going to reset this PC. Choose to keep or remove your personal files, then reinstall Windows. So basically you can keep your files and just refresh and restart the MSI, and where you'll just have one file that has all your stuff in it. Or you can choose the other option to where you do a full factory restore and it completely wipes everything out. You may want to do that if you have a virus or the hard drive's running really slow and you got all your stuff off of it. But again, if you choose the option to remove everything, it removes everything except the operating system. Alright, so you click on Reset PC, and then it's going to take you to this screen. Choose an option. So it gives you all these options. What I want you to do is click here right next to my picture where it says Troubleshoot. Go ahead and click it. And then you're going to click Reset this PC right here. And then this gives you an option, like I was telling you earlier, to keep your files. And this one removes everything, basically, right here. So we're going to go ahead and click that. And it's going to start the whole process, and then it'll take about 45 minutes. Just make sure your laptop is completely plugged in if it's not a desktop. And so that's the first option. Now, second option is if you're doing it directly when the computer, the MSI, is turned completely off. And what you're going to do, this one's a little bit tricky, but that's okay. I want you to try two different methods. The first one should work, but with the MSI completely turned off, you're going to turn it back on, and you're going to tap F3 like crazy, right over here. F3, 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 over and over again. Pap, 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 pap. And if it catches, then it should take you back all the way here to choose an option. Then you know you're good. You're golden. For whatever reason that doesn't work, you could hold down the F3 when you restart, or what you can do is hold down the Shift key and then hit F3, or you could try holding down the Alt key in the F3, but usually the Shift will work. The first method should work. Greetings. In this video, I want to show you how to do a full factory restore reset on any Lenovo laptop computer. This particular model is an IdeaPad, but again, it'll work with anything, any Lenovo that's got Windows 11, 10, 8, 7, you name it. I want to show you two methods. The first method is if you're in Windows currently and you're able to get in and there's no problem. That's the first part I want to show you. And then the second part I want to show you how to do it from startup. So if you're basically have it powered down and you want to know how to do it from startup and you're having a hard time getting into Windows. Okay, so what you want to do here is on the very bottom left of the Lenovo, it should have type here to search. So basically it's where you can type something into search, correct? Alright, so after that, what you're going to do is type reset on type here to search. Just type in reset, and then that's going to take you to your search options, and then you're going to see on the very top where it says reset this PC. And what you're going to do is going to click on that, and then it's going to take you to this screen here. But you don't want to hit reset this PC. What you want to do is scroll down and then click on advanced startup, click on restart now with advanced startup, and that will automatically take you to a screen that looks like this that says choose an option. Okay, so from choose an option, what you're going to do is you're going to choose troubleshoot. Click on that, and then from there you're going to click on reset this PC. It lets you choose to keep or remove your personal files, and then reinstalls Windows. So from that, you have two options: keep my files or remove everything. So if you keep your files, it's going to give you a little folder after it does the factory restore where it's got your pictures and all that information on there. If you remove everything, that would be preferable. And so what that's going to do is put it to the out-of-box state like you purchased it. So all the pictures, all the videos, all the files will be removed. However, you will still have Windows on there. You'll have the internet, all the drivers and all that stuff. So it's like you're just getting it brand new. Okay, so that's the first option. If you're not able to get into Windows, it's corrupted, you got a virus or whatever, what I'm going to show you to do now is do a hard reset with it completely shut down. So you want to have it plugged up, and what you're going to do is completely shut it down, black screen and all. And then from here, what I want you to do is when you turn it on, I want you to hit the F8 key like crazy. This key right here on the very top. So you just tap it like this multiple times when you start it up. And then you should start see something spinning, and then it will, then you know that it's starting to work. If it doesn't, it goes to the login screen, turn it off, do it again, F8, several times. So for most Lenovo's, it's F8 to do a hard reset. There are some situations where you might have to try F9 or F10. That's fine. Go ahead and try those. And then Lenovo will have like a smart button where you just hold it down. A lot of times it's here on the side on the right here where I'm showing you. And it's like a little thing that you hold down and then you restart. It's called like the smart key or something like that. But again, it'll work mostly with the F8. I'm going to show you how to do a full factory restore reset on any Dell laptop. Now this particular one is an XPS and it's got Windows 10. But again, this will work with Windows 11, Windows 8, Windows 7. So I want to show you 3 different methods. I'm going to show you the first one is from the inside of the computer if you're on the Windows homepage. Now that will only work with Windows 10 and Windows 11. The older models, you have to do it directly from it being completely shut down. And the second method, I'm going to show you how to do it directly from the login screen. That's also Windows 10 and Windows 11. And then the last option, which is going to be more preferable to the older models, the Windows 7, Windows 8s. I'm going to show you how to do it when it's completely shut down. Alright, so for the newer models 10 and 11, if you're on the login screen now, not the login screen, if you're in Windows 10 home screen right now, or 11, what you're going to do is on the search here on the bottom left of your screen, I'm going to want you to type in reset, R-E-S-E-T. So type in reset, and then what's going to happen is on the very top it's going to show up here recovery, right on the top, and I want you to hit that, and then that's going to take you to this page, right here. And then what you're going to do is you're going to click get started, and then this is going to give you 2 options. One is to keep your files, and one is to remove everything. I got a virus on this one, so I'm going to remove everything. Now keep in mind, if you remove everything, that basically means that it's cleaning it to out-of-box state. So like you purchase it from the store, it will have Windows 10 or 11 on it, and it'll have all the apps that it came with, but everything else will be removed. Pictures, videos, any personal information, browsing history, and that's probably what a lot of you want. You're going to resell it, you're going to give it as a gift, or you just need a complete refresh. This one, it'll give you a file if you want to keep your files. And so this is the method, and it's going to take you through a few screens, and I'll show you in a few minutes what screens it'll take you to. It'll be pretty much self-explanatory. So the next option is what to do it directly from the login screen right here. And some people will do this if they forgot their password. And so right below my picture here is a little power button. Now what I want you to do while you're in the login screen, make sure you're plugged in, you're going to hold down the shift key on the keyboard, and that looks like this right here. Right here is the shift key. Right here to my left, the shift. And as you're holding that down, you're going to hover over here, click on the power button here, and hit reset. And you might have to hit, are you sure you want to reset? Click yes. You do this while still holding on to the shift key. You do not let go of the shift key. And then that's going to take you to this screen right here. So when you get to this screen, this is pretty self-explanatory. With the newer Dells, these screens change a little bit, but I'm going to give you the gist of what you need to do. You want to look for troubleshoot, reset your PC, and when it says reset your PC, always click where it says reset your PC. And then here you want to click on that. You don't do advanced options. And then again, this will ask you want to keep your files, remove everything. Choose remove everything. And that right there will put it to out-of-box state. Now you might get a version like this where it says just remove files, fully clean drive. That's fine too. And then you'll get to this screen. You click reset on some of the Dells. Now you might get another screen that's white. It looks like a BIOS, like white. Again, just look for reset. It's pretty self-explanatory, and it'll walk you through, which is pretty easy. Now, if you've got older models like Windows 7, 8, Vista even, you can do a hard reset when it's completely shut down. And what you're going to do is plugged in, you're going to turn it off, and when you turn it back on, you're going to try F12 first. F12, tap it. Pap, 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 pap. And hopefully you'll get to this screen right here. If that doesn't work, try holding down the F12 and see if it'll catch. If that doesn't work, then try F8 over here. F as in Frank, 8. Try F8 several times. Pap, 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 pap. And then see if you can get to the recovery screen.
In this video, we're going to do a full factory restore reset on any HP laptop, Windows 11, Windows 10. This particular one is a 15T model. It'll work with all-in-ones. So what you're going to do is basically it's going to put it to out-of-the-box factory state as when the person first purchased the item. So it's not going to have any passwords or anything, apps or anything like that. It's just going to have everything that was on there originally.
So that'll be a good option if you just want to resell it or just clean it out in general. So you want to make sure your HP is fully plugged in and ready to go. It'll take about 30 minutes to complete this. It's very simple to do. So what we're going to do is when we start up the computer, we're going to tap F as in Frank 11, F11 key multiple times. It might take you a couple of times for it to catch, but what you'll do is you'll see like a little scrolling wheel down here. So let's go ahead and start now. So F11. Or you could just hold it down. So see there it says please wait. That's what you want. That's going to get you into the factory reset. Okay, from here, what we want to do is do troubleshoot. Hit enter. What we're going to do from here is do reset this PC. And then from here, you could do keep my files, removes apps and settings. But what we want to do is remove everything. Remove all of my personal files, apps, and settings. And then from here, you want to do local reinstall unless you want to do it on your cloud. Reset this PC, getting things ready. Okay, so what we can do is just remove my files or do a fully clean the drive. And this takes several hours. I'd highly recommend just to remove the files. That's really all you need to do. So we're going to hit enter and that will start the process. It's all automatic. You just follow the steps. It's very easy. And that'll reset your HP computer.
Greetings. In this video, I'm going to show you how to do a full factory restore reset of any gateway laptop computer. This particular model, I believe it's an L59. It's got Windows 11 on it, but again, it'll work with Windows 10 or even 7 and 8, frankly. I'm going to first show you how to factory reset it from the startup screen, and then after that, I'm going to show you how to do it from a hard reset with it powered down. So it's interesting. I didn't realize Gateway was back in business, but they are in 2022. I think they're actually a subsidiary of Acer laptop, and I think Acer owns the Gateway name, so they actually started putting SD cards in them and everything with 8 gigs of RAM, which is kind of impressive. Alrighty, so let's say you have your computer on, your Gateway on. We'll go ahead and show you what to do. So what you want to do is you want to go to the bottom left where you see this little Microsoft icon here on the bottom left of your screen. You want to hover over that, and then you're going to click on the power button, and that will give you an option to restart. Now, what you're going to want to do is you're going to hold down the shift button, and then you're going to hit restart. You keep your finger down on the shift button. You don't let it go. And then from there, you're going to get to where it's going to restart, and then it's going to say choose an option. And then from choose an option, what you're going to do is you're going to click on troubleshoot right here. Okay, and then after you click on troubleshoot, it gives you this option to reset this PC. You want to go ahead and reset this PC. And now it's going to give you two options. You can keep your files or you can remove everything. So if you keep your files, it'll take a little bit longer. And then once everything is restarted and reset to factory, there'll be like a little folder that has all your files on it. Or you could choose remove everything. Remove everything basically brings it back to factory reset like you got it right out of the box. So let's say if you want to resell this computer, or if you want to give it to a family member or a friend, and then they're going to use it, and you don't want any of your personal data, any of your browse history and all that crap, what you want to do is do remove everything, and then they'll get it like it's fresh out of the box where they can start with the Windows 10 or the Windows 11 operating system or whatever Windows operating system they have. Okay, so that's if you want to do it from startup. Now, if you want to do it fresh and the computer is completely turned off, what you're going to do is have it completely shut down, and you're going to have it plugged up, of course. And what you're going to do is you're going to hold down the Alt key, ALT, and the F10 key. So you're going to start it up, and I'd recommend just hold down the Alt and then just tap F10 multiple times. If that doesn't catch,
And what you can do is you can alternate, hold down F10 and hit the Alt key, or hit them both at the same time. You might have to do this 3 or 4 times, but that should get it. And what it's going to do, it's going to take you all the way back to this choose an option screen. So again, what you're going to do is hold down the Alt key, which is like over here, and then you're going to hold down the F10 key at startup, and then it'll do a full factory restore. Greetings. In this video, I'm going to show you how to do a full factory restore reset on any Acer laptop computer. This particular model is an Aspire 1, but again, it'll work with any Acer Windows 10, 11, 8 laptop. I'm going to show you 3 different methods. The first is going to be directly from the login menu where you would log into Windows. Second one will be if you're inside of Windows, you're on the home screen. And the third one would be like if the computer is shut off and you want to like hard reset it. So to do it directly from the login screen, what you're going to do is you see here, what you're going to do is you're going to hold down the Shift key. And right here's the Shift key. That's what it looks like. And then what you're going to do, while you're holding down the Shift key, you're going to hover over the power button, and you might have to click on it. And when you click on it, it'll have an option to restart. Go ahead and click restart as you're pressing down on the Shift key. Okay, and then that may restart it. And what it's going to do is going to take you to this menu here. And it's going to say choose the option on the very top. It's like a blue screen. And it's going to give you all these different options. What you want to do is you want to click on troubleshoot. And then from troubleshoot, you're going to click on reset this PC. And then this gives you an option to keep your files, like if you wanted to reset everything and then have like a little folder with your information on there. Or you could just remove everything, and what that will do is it will put it back to factory resettings to like you got it out of the box. It won't wipe Windows. It'll be like it's brand new again. So what you would do is you choose remove everything, and then it would take about 40 minutes to 45 minutes. Make sure you do have it plugged in. All right, now if you want to do it directly from the Windows, like if say you're inside Windows, what you're going to want to do is go to the very left corner here where it's got the Windows icon, this little screen here. What you're going to do is you're going to click on that, which is the start menu, and then you're going to go to System, which will be over here on the left, and then from System on the left menu you'll select Recovery, and then you'll click on Reset PC. And so it'll take you back to this screen here where you can remove everything and all that. Now, if you are on this screen as well, you could try hovering over the power like we did at the beginning and hold the Shift key and do it from here. It should let you do it from there as well. So that's like a third option. Now the fourth option is like a hard reset where the computer's completely turned off. It's pitch black. And then what you're going to do is you're going to, when you start up the computer, you're going to tap F10 like crazy. Tap, 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 multiple times. And then that should take you back to this menu, right? If that doesn't work for whatever reason, turn it off. Try it again. Maybe hold it down one time. Maybe just keep hitting it again. So if for whatever reason one of these options doesn't work, it may be that your hard drive is corrupted. And you may need to install another operating system, or your SSD card's bad, or your SATA hard drive is bad. It could be either or, but hopefully that will solve your problem. Greetings. In this video I'm going to show you how to do a hard reset factory restore on any Razer Blade laptop computer. This particular model is a Stealth, but again it'll work with any Razer Blade. It's got Windows 10, Windows 11, 7, 8, whatever version that you have on there. So I'm going to show you 2 different methods. The first method I'm going to show you is directly on the Windows homepage. That's going to be the first method. And then the second method is going to be a hard reset with the Razer Blade completely turned off. I'm going to show you how to prompt. Okay, so let's go ahead and go into Windows. And then you're going to go on the very bottom left here. And every Razer Blade, the operating system will be a little bit different. But on the left, you should see like a little Microsoft sign there. And what I want you to do is hover over it. And look for settings. It'll be like a little gear shift right over here on the left. You click on the gear shift and it's going to take you to this screen. From here, what you're going to do is choose Update and Security. And then from here, what you're going to do is go over and choose Recovery right here. And then from here, you're going to click Get Started under Reset This PC. Now this gives you two options. If you want to keep your files, you can do that, but I'm doing a remove everything because I have like a virus and it's just slow. So I'm hoping this will speed it up and of course remove the virus. And if you choose to keep your files, you can. But remove everything will basically make it like it was out of the box state. It'll still have the version of the Windows that you have on it. And that's what I prefer to do. And then finally, what you're going to do, it says ready to reset this PC, and then you click reset. And then it should go through all the stages. Now, I'm going to show you now how to do it directly when you have the computer turned off. So make sure your Razer blade is plugged in. And what I want you to do here is I want you to press F9 like crazy. Just tap it. And then turn on the Razer blade after it's completely shut off like this. Tap, 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 tap. And that's going to prompt the BIOS to start the recovery process. And that's where you're going to be able to basically do a full factory restore directly from that. And again, I'm going to show you what the key on the keyboard, F9, looks like this. F9. So just tap F9 like crazy. If that doesn't work, hold down the shut it down, hold down the F9 and then restart. And see if that will prompt it. If it does and it works successfully, then it should get you to this page, choose an option. And then from choose an option, what I want you to do is choose troubleshoot. And then from here, click reset this PC. And then from here, kind of like what we were talking about earlier, remove everything. I want it back to factory settings like it was out of the box with no new apps and all that on it. Click that. And that should do it. It usually takes about 45 minutes. And you should be good to go. Fresh start.